Don't be so quick to blame old age or a weak bladder if you had to clumsily get up 3 or 4 times last night just to use the bathroom. The truth is, 90% of men are single-handedly suffocating their own prostates with the seemingly harmless glasses of liquid they put into their bodies every single day. Think back for a second. That feeling of standing there in the cold night bathroom, straining little by little, the flow weak, and stopping, and starting. You try to finish, but your lower belly still feels tight, tingling, and you just cannot get any relief. Not only does this completely destroy your sleep, making your body feel like a rusty machine the next morning, but it is also draining your masculine vitality day by day. And do you know what the worst part is? An enlarged prostate does not just stay in one place. When this second heart swells up and chokes the life out of your urethra, acute urinary retention, infections, or painful scraping surgeries become only a matter of time. Even scarier, the culprit pushing you closer to that hospital bed is sitting right inside your refrigerator. There are 5 types of drinks you casually consume every day that are silently irritating your bladder, forcing your prostate cells to swell completely out of control. Among them is a drink that is constantly praised as healthy and good for strong bones, but is actually a catalyst for creating mutant cells down below. Are you drinking it for breakfast? Today, I am going to expose the true faces of these 5 liquid assassins so you can stop immediately before it is too late. But do not worry, because right after that, I will hand you 5 incredibly cheap natural miracle cures to reduce inflammation, shrink your prostate, and give you back your strong flow and a deep, uninterrupted sleep until morning. Put an end to those exhausting, sleepless nights starting today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on this life-saving knowledge. Get highly focused, and let us expose killer number 1 hiding in the disguise of the daily refreshments you drink. Type 1. Alcohol, the refreshing poison. Let us start with the most familiar culprit on the drinking tables of American men: beer and liquor. You probably think that after a tiring day at work, having a few cold beers is incredibly refreshing and even helps you sleep better. But the truth is, it is the most ruthless poison that destroys your bladder. The destructive mechanism of alcohol is incredibly vicious. First, it is a massive diuretic. It stops your body from releasing the anti-diuretic hormone, forcing your kidneys to work like crazy, constantly filtering water and dumping it into your bladder. This explains why you drink 1 beer but pee out twice the amount of liquid. It does not stop there. Alcohol causes blood vessels all over your body to dilate, including the blood vessels in your pelvic area. This pooling of blood makes your already swollen prostate even more tight and severely congested. It squeezes your already narrow urethra, creating those burning, urgent needs to pee, where you just cannot empty it all. A refreshing glass of beer in the evening could be the exact reason you are holding your aching stomach in the bathroom at 2 in the morning. And if you think you are safe because you do not drink alcohol, be careful with the second sweet trap waiting right up next. Type 2. Carbonated sodas, the cell-destroying tsunami. Assassin number 2 wears an incredibly harmless mask: carbonated sodas. So many people mistakenly believe that sugar only causes diabetes or obesity and has nothing to do with the prostate. The truth will give you chills. When you pour a cold can of soda down your throat, a massive amount of sugar, usually high fructose corn syrup, instantly creates an insulin tsunami in your blood. This mechanism is especially dangerous for men. Spiking and prolonged insulin levels will trigger system-wide inflammatory responses. More importantly, this excess sugar builds up as visceral fat. This fat does not just sit there. It acts like a factory producing large amounts of estrogen, yes, the female hormone, which severely disrupts your testosterone ratio. This imbalance is the direct catalyst that stimulates your prostate cells to multiply and swell out of control. This means that massive amount of sugar is not just feeding your beer belly, it is feeding the enlargement right down below. If you still have a sweet tooth, wait until you hear about the 3rd culprit, something millions of people abuse every morning that is actually suffocating their urinary system from the inside. Type 3. Caffeine abuse, the bladder drainer. Enemy number 3 is the exact drink that helps you wake up every morning: coffee, or more accurately, the abuse of caffeine. Do not get me wrong. A clean cup of coffee in moderation is perfectly fine. But when you are drinking your third or fourth cup of the day or drinking highly concentrated coffees packed with a massive amount of caffeine, you are pushing your bladder into a state of extreme stress. Caffeine is a highly potent central nervous system stimulant. When it enters the body, it directly stimulates the smooth muscles of the bladder and the neck of the prostate. Instead of contracting smoothly, these muscles become incredibly sensitive, spasming constantly and out of rhythm. The result? You will constantly feel an urgent need to pee, wanting to go again right after you just went, unable to hold it even when there is barely any urine. On top of that, this rapid-fire spasming is pure torture for an already damaged prostate. Do you see yourself in those thick cups of coffee? But wait, the real shock lies in drink number 4, a symbol of health that you might have just drank for breakfast. Type 4, cow's milk, the lethal biological twist. This is the biggest twist that almost no one tells you about. Fresh cow's milk and products from factory-farmed animals. You are surprised, right? Since we were kids, we have been brainwashed to think we need to drink lots of milk for strong bones. But modern science has uncovered a terrifying truth. Natural cow's milk is biologically designed to help a little calf grow by dozens of pounds, which is about tens of kilograms in just a few months. Because of that, it contains a massive amount of growth hormones, specifically the insulin-like growth factor 1. When a grown man puts too much of this growth factor into his body, it does not make your bones longer anymore. It sends a gross signal to other cells. Unfortunately, the prostate is an organ that is incredibly sensitive to this signal. A huge number of reputable medical studies have shown a clear link between consuming a lot of animal milk and the rapid enlargement of the prostate. The thing you are drinking to nourish yourself every day is, ironically, silently forcing your lower region to grow in a horrifying way. Throw away the thought that milk is always the best right now, because this final culprit packs a destructive punch far greater than the other 4 combined. Type 5, energy drinks, the chemical bomb of destruction. Finally, the death sentence named energy drinks. If alcohol, sodas, or coffee only bring a single weapon, energy drinks are a chemical bomb containing a full package of the most horrifying, destructive ingredients. Take a look at the ingredient list of a standard energy drink. It is an insane cramming of artificial sugars at levels many times higher than regular soda, plus enough synthetic caffeine to knock out any nervous system, and dozens of artificial colors and preservatives. When this brightly colored liquid passes through the kidneys and dumps into the urinary system, it creates a super acidic, incredibly toxic environment. The combination of sugar causing inflammation, caffeine causing bladder spasms, and chemicals forcing the liver and kidneys to exhaust themselves trying to flush them out, throws the entire reproductive system into a red alert. When this chemical-filled urine backs up due to an enlarged prostate, it creates a perfect breeding ground for bacteria, causing urinary tract infections, painful urination, and blood in the urine. You drink it looking for 1 to 2 hours of energy, but you are trading it for decades of wearing adult diapers and catheters. Is it really worth it? Before you rush out to buy expensive pills, I want you to do this toe rule test right now during your next bathroom trip. No need for complex ultrasound machines. You just need to look down and observe exactly these 3 touch points. First, standing up straight and relaxed. Does your stream shoot out strong and decisively past the tips of your shoes? Or is it weak, dripping right down onto your toes? Second, do you find yourself unconsciously tightening your stomach muscles and holding your breath to push it out? And third, when you think you are totally done, does the urine keep dripping for a few more seconds, soaking your underwear? If you bitterly nodded to any of these signs, then this is a red alert. The enlargement has swollen and clamped down tight on your urethra. You are standing right on the edge of acute urinary retention, a nightmare that forces you into the emergency room to get a catheter shoved in right in the middle of the night. But do not despair yet. The male body has an incredibly miraculous self-healing mechanism, as long as you give it the right weapons. Getting rid of those 5 toxic drinks is only the first step of stopping the bleeding. To truly shrink the swelling, kick out the inflammation, and clear the way for a powerful flow, just like when you were a young man. you need to wash out your bladder from the inside. That is why these 5 liquid miracle cures are here. They are not luxurious at all. They are incredibly cheap and available right at your local grocery store. But their power to restore your urinary system will leave you amazed. Get highly focused, because this first savior drink coming right up will completely change the way you start your day. Type 1. Green tea, the iron shield against cancer. Instead of starting your day with a strong cup of coffee that spasms your bladder, switch to the ultimate weapon of men in the Far East, green tea. Why is green tea at the top of this list? The secret lies in an active compound called EGCG, an incredibly powerful antioxidant that science has proven has the ability to starve and destroy cancer cells right from the moment they form. Its mechanism is truly magical. EGCG blocks the development of the blood vessels that feed the tumors, while also reducing the level of inflammation within the prostate tissue. But listen closely to the expert's secret here. To get the highest effectiveness, you should not brew tea with boiling water at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 100 degrees Celsius, because it will burn away the precious compounds. Use water at about 176 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 80 degrees Celsius. Steep it for 3 to 5 minutes, and absolutely do not add sugar. Drink 2 to 3 cups every day in the morning and early afternoon. It not only helps you stay alert, but also builds a layer of armor, protecting your lower region from the attacks of aging. You will feel the relief right in your very next bathroom trip. But if you want something that has a stronger impact on the size of the enlargement, this red gold juice right here is the answer. Type 2. Tomato juice, the nemesis of enlargement. If there is one food dubbed the red gold for the prostate, it absolutely has to be tomatoes. Why? Because tomatoes contain the most concentrated amount of lycopene in nature. This is an antioxidant that has a special affinity for prostate tissue. When it enters the body, lycopene concentrates right in this area, helping to slow down the process of cell multiplication and softening tissues that have become hard. But keep this in mind, because this is a mistake that 99% of people make. Lycopene is a fat-soluble compound and is hard to absorb when eaten raw. To unlock its power, you should heat the tomatoes or use tomato juice that has been lightly cooked, and remember to add a few drops of olive oil. 1 glass of ripe tomato juice every day will help your enlargement shrink naturally, giving space back to the urethra so the flow can be clear. You will see your urine stream get noticeably stronger after 2 weeks of applying this. And to land an iron punch on those pockets of inflammation, we cannot ignore this third powerful fruit. Type 3. Pomegranate juice, nature's antibiotic for men. Pomegranate juice is not just a gift for women, it is also a clean antibiotic specifically for a man's bladder. Clinical studies have shown that drinking pomegranate juice regularly can significantly slow down the time it takes for your PSA levels to double, which is an important metric used to screen for prostate cancer. Pomegranate juice contains elagitanin and polyphenol compounds that have the ability to extinguish the smoldering fires of inflammation in your prostate. It is like an elite army, cleaning up free radicals and toxins wherever it goes. The best way to use it is to juice fresh pomegranates and drink about 8.5 fluid ounces, which is about 250 milliliters, every day between meals. Choose pomegranates with a slightly tart taste because that is where the most anti-inflammatory compounds are concentrated. This dark red glass of juice will help you say goodbye to the aching pain in your lower belly and those horrifying, burning trips to the bathroom. However, if you frequently run into urinary tract issues and bladder stones, this next cooling tea is the true savior. Type 4. Hibiscus tea, the urinary tract plumber. Many people call this flower red artichoke. In both traditional and modern medicine, hibiscus tea is compared to a hard-working plumber for the urinary system. It has the ability to lower blood pressure naturally, helping to reduce the blood pressure on the capillaries in your pelvic region, which in turn reduces prostate congestion. Especially, hibiscus tea has extremely high antibacterial properties, helping to sweep out the bacteria hiding in your bladder, which are the exact cause of that strong urine smell and the feeling of constantly needing to pee. It is very simple to make. You take 3 to 5 dried flower calyxes, Steep them in hot water, and you can drink it hot or chill it like a refreshing beverage. Its light, tart flavor will help flush out your entire plumbing system from your kidneys down to your bladder. This is the secret to having a squeaky clean urinary system, so you never have to worry about infections or sediment buildup again. But all of these miracle cures will be completely meaningless if you do not know how to use this final type of water. The most important one, but also the one used incorrectly the most. Type 5. Purified water, the art of drinking on time. The final miracle cure is nowhere far away. It is simply purified water. But do not scroll past this just yet, because 90% of men with prostate issues are drinking water the wrong way, making their condition even worse. Drinking too little water will make your urine highly concentrated, packed with acid and toxins, causing severe irritation to an already damaged prostate. On the flip side, drinking too much in the evening will force you to wake up continuously to use the bathroom. The golden formula from experts is 0.6 fluid ounces of water for every pound of body weight, which is about 0.04 liters for every kilogram. And here is the front-loading technique, which means focusing the bulk of your water intake during the day. You should drink 70% of your required water in the morning and afternoon, then gradually reduce it and completely stop drinking water 2 to 3 hours before going to sleep. This gives your kidneys time to finish their work before you lay your back down in bed. When used correctly, purified water will help dilute irritants, wash away bacteria, and keep your bladder in its calmest state possible during the night. You will be amazed to see that you can sleep soundly straight through to morning just by changing when you drink your water. So we have peeled back all the secrets about the underworld right beneath your bladder. Just remember one thing: the prostate does not get sick out of nowhere. And it does not heal out of nowhere either. Every sip of water you put into your mouth today is a voting ballot for your own health tomorrow. Do you choose to keep indulging yourself with alcohol and sodas only to pay the price with exhausting, sleepless nights and the fear of ending up on an operating table? Or will you choose green tea, tomatoes, and a disciplined lifestyle to win back your confidence and deep sleep until tomorrow morning? The decision is completely in your hands, and your body will soon answer with results through your flow every single day. I believe that a truly strong man will know how to protect his second heart before it is too late. If you feel this knowledge can truly save someone, do not hesitate to hit like and share this video with the brothers and friends around you, the people who might also be silently suffering without knowing where to start. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell right now, so we can build a healthier, stronger lifestyle together every single day. Thank you for taking the time for your own health. Wishing you constant vitality, control over your flow, and deeply restful nights of sleep. Goodbye, and see you again in the next videos.